Glad to have you on the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in now with Holly Rowe.
Guys, the ACC is up for grabs right now. This Duke-Miami matchup might not have seemed like a big deal a few years ago, but now Duke is actually the ACC champs, and their quarterback transferred to Miami. Lawsuits were threatened. All kinds of things went into this. You better believe the emotions will be running high when Duke faces Miami. Cannot wait. Back to you.
And the Blue Devils ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. So Miami's offense will get first crack at it today. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. And we'll see 2 guys who can flat pick up yardage on the ground in this one.
It's so much fun when you watch games like this. In college football today, it's about tempo and spreading out and air raid and throwing it. These 2 top 25 teams pride themselves on being physical offensively and running the ball. We've got 2 of the better running backs in the entire country facing off today. This thing isn't going to be necessarily the sexiest matchup. This is old school. This is handing the football off and finding out which of these 2 running backs can win the day and make the most plays.
And they get him down.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab on the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. And he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
And the Hurricanes are flying down the field. Throwing, Mensah. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Hurricanes! What a grab in the end zone for 6.
Well, the gamble by the head coach early in the game really pays off. Remember, they went for it on 4th down to stay on the field. They wanted to be aggressive, and now they get to pay it off, scoring a touchdown. Really nice job. It's always a massive gamble as a head coach taking those risks, but when you've got an offense like this, that really wasn't that tough of a decision.
And I think defensively, that kind of takes the wind out of your sails. Like, you get so excited. You force the 4th down, maybe a punt, maybe a field goal, whatever it is. I'm going to get off the field, and then they get it. And they finish with this drive together. You're right. Circle that 4th down. That was a big one.
So Duke's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country.
I think for years, and you talk Miami Hurricanes, a big...
Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when we're talking Duke offense this year, it's going to start and end with Shepard at running back because this offense lost a lot of pieces. They lost their quarterback. They lost their best receiver, both to Miami, but Shepard stays. And so the identity for Manny Diaz, David, is going to be running the football and getting that established early this season.
And he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. After that near turnover, the clock is stopped as they tend to an injured player. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. High and away, headed toward the sideline, just the way he drew it up. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves backed up inside their own 10. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lofton. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Here's Mensah to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And for the majority of the offseason, we thought Mensah was going to be starting for Duke. And the offseason saga that happened, obviously, a lot went into it. But here's what you know about
maybe a crease. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Mensah. Fires left. It's caught downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going side.
Got it! We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal. They're going to run it. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. They'll test the right side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Blue Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, the offense is trying to go bootleg play action that time, but it had no chance because the defensive end won so quickly at the line of scrimmage. He was able to get in the backfield. He smothered the quarterback so fast for a sack.
Had to throw it before he wanted. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
Great job by this defense. They started the drive with the offense backed up, in the shadow of their own end zone. Nice job being aggressive, keeping them there, and now they're going to have a chance to flip the field and really give their offense good field position.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Running through contact. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Makes the catch. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Canes have pushed it inside the 20. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play. They'll line up for a second down play. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. He makes the grab. Turning it on. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands. Let him do the rest.
So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Miami! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Running inside, it's Campbell. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like you could tell, they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Blue Devils will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll take it on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Throwing, Mensah. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. Good gain on the return. Defense has set them up with a big play. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Now, makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's brought down after a gain of about 5. Clock comes to a stop as we've reached a 2-minute timeout. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Blue Devils!
Now that's a nice drive, a nice physical going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Using his legs, it's Fletcher. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball.
Finding some room. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's Mensah to throw. That's caught. It's Lofton. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Those sloppy false start penalties can be drive killers. It's 2nd and 13. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Makes a grab for a big play. Touchdown, Canes. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the 1st half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, sticks that big mitt up there and grabs it. Now we get a timeout from the Blue Devils. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the grab. It's Campbell. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Timeout, Duke. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Blue Devils take a timeout, and that's the last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Here's a heat. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at half.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. Let's get things popping with Maryland taking on the number 17 team, the Wisconsin Badgers. Now back to your game at Hard Rock Stadium. What can you say about this playmaking receiver that's not abundantly clear? More than 100 yards in the first half. He's totally taken over this game. His team has the lead, and he's improving his draft stock as we speak. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Hard Rock Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Canes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Throwing right. Pulls it in. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Catch in the middle. It's Moore. There he goes. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The Blue Devils want to crank the tempo. Send the tight end in motion. In the red area, it's Campbell. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Blue Devils are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. So after that turnover, they can add to this already sizable lead with their first drive in this second half. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Mensah. Got his man downfield.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. How about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Firing to the right, complete. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Hurricanes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. The Hurricanes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll run it. It's Brown. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback making checks. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And the stomping has commenced. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Duke offense to start the drive. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage, they've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He'll run it again. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
Getting set on second down. The run inside. It's Campbell. Can't get him to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
The Blue Devils getting set on 1st and 10. The snap sets up the throw. Fires to the tight end.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They'll send the back in motion. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power, you just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Rushes on him. And it's a sack.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Running inside. It's Fletcher.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Throwing, Mensah. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Got his man. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. The give and tick, 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 tick. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. After picking up a couple of He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
Number 95 set to take this one.
And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. On the run, it's Campbell. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. One more play to pad the stats. Back to pass. He's taking a deep shot. And the pass falls to the ground, and the ball game is over. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.